The following is a presentation of the Treasure Island Baseball Network.
The calendar may say it's winter, but it's always a good time to be focusing on the boys of summer. From the stars who make the plays on the diamond to the ones who make the decisions in the front office, let's bring you inside your hometown nine with Inside Twins. Inside Twins is sponsored by Killebrew Root Beer, locally owned and operated. It's how memories are created and legends are made.
Well, hello, everybody. Mark Janowski inside the studios here at Target Field. Welcome to Inside Twins, brought to you by Killebrew Root Beer, locally owned and operated. It's how memories are created and legends are made. It's the penultimate episode of the off-season version of this show. Twins pitchers and catchers down in Fort Myers, ready to get their first workout in tomorrow. A lot of position players already down there, including Royce Lewis. He's going to be the guest and joining us here in a moment or two. First, just some news and notes to get to. Since last week, the Twins made it official. They brought in lefty reliever Danny Coulombe along with outfielder Harrison Bader. And also now it appears they're adding first baseman DH Ty France to the mix. So player moves still happening here for your hometown nine. The Twins have announced plans for how you can watch the team this season. A direct-to-consumer streaming option, cost of less than $1 per game. That's all it would cost for you to be able to watch your Minnesota Twins. You can sign up at twins.tv. Again, signing up at twins.tv. If you have more questions or need information, go to twins.com/watch. That's twins.com/watch for questions and more info. Cable, satellite, over the air details still to come. And for those of you who like to listen to us, some news here at Twins Radio. At the conclusion of last season, Kyle Hammer, our longtime engineer, moved on after 17 seasons. Lexi Schweinert also no longer with us, but we are excited to introduce and welcome in John Vitas to our team. He and I will be splitting the hosting of pre- and post-game responsibilities along with producing this season. John joins us now from Fort Myers. He's been the voice of the Mighty Muscles for the last 4 seasons, and he's also provided public address announcing services for the Twins there at Lee Health Sports Complex. John, welcome to Twins Radio.
Thank you, Gino. It's an honor. Happy to be with you today on the show and looking forward to a really fun season.
Yeah, well, you're making a splash already as you're rubbing it in with that great shot from where you're set up there down in Fort Myers with the great backdrop of the field behind you, because only about a 70 to 75 degree difference in temperatures right now between where you're at and up here in Twins territory. John's going to be part of our crew covering the team during spring training, and so we're throwing him right into it. He's taking over the show here. It's going to be John and Royce for you here on Inside Twins. John, it's all yours.
Thank you, Gino. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're here at Hammond Stadium, Lee Health Sports Complex. We're in the low 80s, sunshine. Players have been filling in over the last couple of weeks, including Royce Lewis, who is our guest today on Inside Twins. Royce, how's it going?
Man, John, it's going great, man. Thank you. I'm glad to be the first person for you, man. And congratulations to you.
Thank you. Nowhere better to start. You got your start in the minor leagues here in Fort Myers as well. Parts of 2 seasons with the Miracle. And you got here as early as any of the position players with the Twins. Why do you like to get here nice and early? And I know it's a place that holds a lot of meaning for you, having been at this complex since you were drafted.
Yeah, man, got a lot of family and friends down here that is fun to hang out with, as well as just wanted to, I got that itch off my back and wanted to get going as soon as possible. And I was really excited. And obviously, I got, married and had the honeymoon and everything. And so I missed out on Twins Fest, and I wanted to show my support and be here early because I wanted to get ready and get going.
Yeah, your wedding was one of the first questions we wanted to ask you about. January 13th, got married to your wife, Samantha. Tell us about the experience, what it was like, and if you had a chance to do some traveling afterwards.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable day. The whole year we've been planning it and making sure, we had all the people we wanted there. We tried our best. We can only fit so much, unfortunately, but if we could, we would have had 1,000 more people, I'm sure, because we love and support everybody around us. But the day was wonderful, so special. And we ended up going to Costa Rica and really having a blessed time. It was so beautiful out there, getting away from that, 30 or 40 degree weather in Texas and getting out to, 80 or 90 in Costa Rica was very beautiful.
Costa Rica is a great place. I wanted to get into this season a little bit. Obviously, the vibes are always high when you first get to Fort Myers. I'm sure you've had a chance to say hello to some of your longtime teammates, some of your newer teammates who are reporting to Fort Myers. I know you guys are getting in the clubhouse this week. What have the vibes been like so far?
Oh, same as usual. Everyone's very excited. See all the guys, see your friends again, and just see how everyone's doing. See all the guys that got jacked. See the guys that got a little bit thicker than you wanted. But no, we're just having a fun time and giving everyone crap again. Just being with the boys. It's like going to first day of school again, but minus the homework. So that's the best part.
Yeah, no homework in February. Wanted to get into this season a little bit, your approach to it. I know towards the end of last year, you admitted you ran out of gas just a little bit. Wanted to know what goes into the preparation of trying to get ready for 162, because we talked about it with some of the players at Twins Fest and guys like Simeon Woods Richardson and Bailey Ober talking about how they set a career high in innings last year and just trying to get the body ready for that long 6-month grind. What goes into that for you in your off-season training?
Yeah, I mean, a lot. I think every year you can always grow and get better. And for me, I've always grown and gotten better, whether that was through injury or post and being healthy like this offseason. So it was great. I'm looking forward to just kind of building off of what I had. I think maybe 82 or 83 games last year. So try to build off that and, just slowly get to that full season for the first time. I know, not only myself, but a lot of fans and my family especially are very excited for that to happen.
No question. One thing I think the fans have also been longing for, and something I'm sure you would love to see this year, is an extended stretch of play with you, Carlos Correa, and Byron Buxton in the lineup together. The early reports on them have been extremely positive. They've had as normal and healthy an offseason as they've had as Twins. I know you're feeling great coming off your wedding and being down here nice and early. What would that mean to you, and how important would it be for the team for you guys to be healthy together for a long stretch of time?
Oh, I think it's very important. I think, people talk about, they haven't made moves, this and that. Well, you don't need to make moves as long as your guys are healthy and doing what they need to do. And so I think we all pride ourselves in obviously doing that. But you can only control so much. Freak things are going to happen. Garrett Cole might run one up on you. 98 to 100 is not going to feel good on your hands or whatever it may be. So I'll be wearing all the guards. I'm going to be, taking more precautions for myself. But I know that those guys are most definitely ready and they're looking good. So I'm excited to get out there with them and the rest of the team.
One of the other headlines this offseason about your upcoming season has been whether you might have the opportunity to play some second base based on how the roster is constructed at the moment. But Rocco Baldelli made it clear during Twins Fest that you're the starting third baseman for the Twins. But of course, with moving pieces and guys that can play multiple positions, there may be a situation where you end up at second base. Has that been part of your offseason regimen? Is that something that you've been working on this offseason?
Yeah, absolutely. I take ground balls every offseason at short, third, second, and especially this year more at second just because I needed to get more comfortable. Obviously, we had some rumors that I might be playing there. But after I had, Rocco and Jace, they had actually came out and saw Trevor Larnach and myself, and which was awesome, man. And we actually had, sat down for a little bit and talked about it. And he said, no, we're going to plan on you playing third unless you hear anything different from myself or Jace. And, I think I got the same confirmation today. So I'm planning on third base, but you said starter, man. I have to work hard, man. I don't think anything's given in this game. You got to prove it each and every day. So that's what I'm here to do, and that's another reason why I'm showing up early.
What are some of the nuances with the differences between second base and third base? I know third base is pretty instinctual. Ball's coming at you fast. Second base, a little more time to sit back and make the throw, and of course you have to work on turning the double play. What are some things you work on when you take those positions in small doses in practice?
Yeah, just creating the angles to first. I feel like at third base, you got to have a lot more aggressive angles. That's something that I could get better at for sure, as well as, just using my legs more and staying in the ground. Same at the plate, man. To be honest, it's all the same at the end of the day. Just using the force from the ground up will help me, make those throws a little bit more accurate. And, like I said, just creating those angles, those strong angles from third is different from second. I can have a little bit more umbrella arc kind of angles at it and have more time and make the throw, and it should be an easier throw as well when it's only 50 feet instead of, a 30 or 40 yard, touchdown pass is what we have to do at third base every day. So
the coaching staff from last year has remained mostly the same, but where the changes have come is on the hitting side. This year, you'll be working with three new hitting coaches, Matt Borgschulte, Ray Sierra, and Trevor Ambicone. I know you know Borgs from your time coming up through the Twin system, but have you got a chance to meet each of those guys yet? And what are some of the positive attributes they bring to the table that makes you excited to work with them this year?
Man, we're already having a comfortable time, man. We're having a lot of fun and, cracking jokes, but especially talking hitting. I'm really excited about some of the solutions that they have for me this year, and what they saw towards the end of the year and what we can clean up, and just some good cues that we can kind of go over throughout the season when you go through those ups and downs. Because I think, you play 6 months in a year, even the best of the best, both those guys who won MVPs had a month-long struggle where they didn't look like the best of the best. So that's just kind of part of the game that we play. We play a game of failure, and you just got to learn how to fight through those failures and learn how to, keep those to a minimum. And that's what these hitting coaches are here to do. And I'm looking forward to putting the work in with them.
A lot of hitting coaches love talking about the low-hanging fruit, the easy adjustments to get better results. Are there anything that those three guys have mentioned to you that'll be a point of focus for you early in the season that maybe can lead to some better results right away?
Yeah, man, I could give you a good detailed report, but I don't want to give all the scouting reports away too early, man. I haven't even played a first game yet. So the best thing I could tell you is definitely we have some stuff in the works. And it's definitely going good. I'm keeping it a lot more simple, the swing naturally, which is great. I kind of just started swinging in the offseason, and my leg kick just started getting lower and lower. So I was like, hey, this might work. This is going to be great. And that's just something I did on my own. But with these guys, man, we're just going to keep, working on, staying true to the fastball, man. You can never give up on the fastball, even at the highest level of the big leagues. Even though they're throwing 65% off speed nowadays, I still won't be off the fastball because, they're throwing 100. So if you're late on fastball, you'll be late on everything else, and it'll just, mess you up on everything else. So I'm looking forward to hitting, the fastball and staying on top of that, and obviously putting in the work for the rest of the pitches and getting after it this year. It'll be a fun year for sure.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to watching it. We've got a couple more segments coming up here on Inside Twins. Royce will be back with us on the other side of the break to do some card knack. We'll be looking at some different baseball cards for him to identify who's on the front of that baseball card. And then last but not least, Royce will be taking your questions from the fans. So make sure to get into that chat and let us know what you want to know about from Royce Lewis. This is Inside Twins on your home for Twins baseball.
To left field. That is gone. Royce Lewis puts his team on top. Buxton racing in. He'll dive, and he'll get there. The Twins walk it off. It's gone. Grand slam. He struck him out.
We are back live here on Inside Twins, brought to you by Killebrew Root Beer, locally owned and operated. It's how memories are created and legends are made. We are here in sunny Fort Myers, Florida, getting ready for pitchers and catchers reporting this week. And then, of course, the position players will get going with the open house, which will be here at the Lee Health Sports Complex on Monday here in Fort Myers. Our guest today is Royce Lewis, who's been kind enough to join us from the Minnesota Twins clubhouse here in Fort Myers. And we're getting ready for our card knack segment. We'll have 3 cards for Royce to identify. You'll be looking at the back of the card and slowly reveal some details, and we'll see if Royce can guess who it is. Royce Lewis, are you ready?
All right. Yeah, I'm going to do my best. We'll see.
All right. Well, the first card we have here for you is a pretty recent player. It's one of your teammates. He's been in the majors since 2021. His stats are on the screen. 8th best batting average in the league with runners in scoring position last year. A fellow first-round pick.
Trevor Larnach.
He's right. Trevor Larnach. There's some of the details there at the top. 2018 draft from Walnut Creek, California. Royce, you're 1 for 1. Good start.
Thank you, man. It was easy when you said 8th best batting average with runners in scoring position. That guy comes up clutch. What a great hitter, and I get to hit with him in the off seasons. Last 2 off seasons, it's been great. We've been, a little pickleball here, a little workout there, so it's been great.
Singles or doubles on the pickleball?
Oh, doubles. The wives have to be involved, man. They're more athletic than we are sometimes, so we gotta let them do their thing.
Yeah, pickleball's a pickleball aplenty here in Southwest Florida. Plenty of courts to play once they're done with spring training each day. All right, we're going to card number 2. All right, in high school, this person's basketball team won the state title twice. It is a baseball player.
Okay.
They actually got a scholarship offer from Oklahoma State, so Division I caliber hoopster. A Hollywood star, having appeared in an episode of the Cleveland show California Dreamin', Season 4. He was a 6th-round pick in 2003 out of Oklahoma.
Oh, it was Matt Kemp.
Matt Kemp is correct.
Yeah,
We're
let's
going to
go.
put up his 4 best seasons with the Dodgers there. You see that 2011 season, led the league in homers, RBIs, WAR, runs scored. Why are we including Matt Kemp, Royce?
So, yeah, Matt, I mean, I hit with Matt and Trevor, obviously, and Matt's been our guru, him and Torrey Hunter. And so, Matt is just what a person, man. He came out to the wedding, really special guy. And I really appreciate all that he's done for me. But he was one of my favorite players growing up, being in SoCal. So watching him on the Dodgers, back in the day when they had Andre Ethier and Manny Ramirez, Manny Wood back in the day. So it was a fun team, and he was the best player on the team.
Yeah, superstar for a period of time there in Los Angeles. All right, we got one more for you. Another player that is a more recent player that holds some significance with you. Spent most of the last 4 years with the Cleveland Guardians. Was a member of the Texas Rangers World Series team in 2023.
Austin
a
Hedges.
Second-round pick, and it is Austin Hedges. They're that one season split between Pittsburgh and Texas. And he is the only other Jay Sarah grad besides yourself to play in the major leagues. And I know he's a few years ahead of you, right? And he was someone that you look towards as kind of hope that the major leagues was a realistic goal, right?
Yeah, I mean, he came back and he just kind of instilled hope. You'd hit the BP with us, and he just told us all, how it worked and kind of what he envisioned and what he saw going throughout the minors. And the talent's there for a lot of our players. And at the time, our team, I mean, I got to be honest, it was nasty. I definitely wasn't the best on our team, but we had a great team. We had fun. And, nowadays it's like that hope that he instilled, that's the same hope I'm giving to people when I hit BP with them and talking to kids around the facility here that are 12 and 13 and trying to, go on tournaments and all that. They can do it, and you just got to have fun doing it. That's just the exact way I did it, just like Hedges told me. And he still jokes with me behind the plate whenever I play against him, man. He gives me crap, so it's always fun to play against him.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we appreciate it. 3 for 3. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was trying to be on it. I didn't know if it was a speed round. I got to get extra points.
Well, you were ready. We only got through like half the clues on each of those. So well done. We've got just one more segment we're going to have you hang on for. When we come back, we will have some questions for Royce from you, the fan. So that's coming up next here on Inside Twins on your home for Twins baseball.
To left field. That is gone. Royce Lewis puts his team on top. Buxton racing in. He'll dive, and he'll get there. The Twins walk it off. It's gone. Grand slam. He struck him out.
We welcome you back to Inside Twins, brought to you by Killebrew Root Beer, locally owned and operated. It's how memories are created and legends are made. Royce Lewis is our guest today from Fort Myers, Florida, joining us from that Twins clubhouse. And it is our Q&A portion of the program, final segment here for Royce Lewis. I'm going to start it off. I've got one question for you. The Twins revealed their promotional schedule recently. And May 24th, a game against the Kansas City Royals at Target Field. There will be a Royce Lewis bobblehead giveaway brought to you by Sheboygan Sausage Company. You're in the City Connect uniform in that bobblehead. Have you seen it? What do you think?
I actually haven't seen it yet, man. That's a good question. I should get some people to show me. But no, I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like. I love the City Connect personally. I can go with a lot of different colors and swag on that outfit. So, yeah, it's one of my favorites, and I like hitting in that jersey, so it's a good bobblehead to have.
No doubt. Do you guys have a little fun when that promo schedule comes out, poking fun at each other and seeing which players are getting, which giveaways? It's got to be fun for you guys as players to see that come out every year.
Oh, for sure. I think all the players love it, but I look forward to it because I like getting the gear myself. I'm a fan at heart, so me and my family like to get excited. My sister's excited for the SpongeBob day, the jersey day. That was our favorite show that we watched growing up. So, we're excited for a lot of the promos, man. I'm excited for the Buxton bobblehead. I think it has some voice on it, so I'm hoping it says Buck. Yeah, that would be awesome. But yeah, I'm looking forward to all of them.
That's awesome. We can't wait to see him too. It'll be unveiled throughout the season. We're going to get to some fan questions here. I know some of you folks in the chat have had some questions for Royce. Let's start with Eric Sullivan. Bryce Harper posts TikToks of him making lattes and showing his daily life. Any chance we get a day in the life of Royce Lewis series?
Man, if I was lucky enough to sign a contract like Bryce, I would love to do more stuff like that. That's for sure. I think I'm focused on baseball right now and taking care, of my family and winning a World Series. And so once those things are taken care of, I think, unfortunately for Bryce, he hasn't won the World Series yet, to my knowledge. But, at least he's got, taking care of his family. He's got to play baseball at a high level. And I think he's just having fun, especially because his kids now are probably encouraging him to go on TikTok. So, maybe for me, I'll join him one day. But right now I'm going to focus on baseball.
All right, let's take a look at our next question. This is from Bryce18. Royce, with Bader joining the team, are you two now the most swaggy teammates in all of baseball?
Wow, yeah. I definitely can't leave, Carlos or Buck out of that. I think Buck has a lot of swag for sure. But yeah, I would say so, man. I'm biased opinion. I think we definitely dress to impress, and we care about it each and every day. So I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of outfits he has and talk a little fashion with him.
And I'm sure getting Harrison Bader on the roster is a welcomed addition, right? I mean, he's so good in the outfield, and that's someone that I'm sure you can't wait to meet once he gets here to Fort Myers.
Absolutely, yeah. He played on some great teams, even going back to college. So I'm looking forward to picking his brain a lot on baseball. And I don't know how much outfield I'll be playing, but I'll still try to pick his brain because this guy's a Gold Glover. So all the knowledge you can try to get, you got to gain it, and that's one that I definitely want to pick his brain.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at our third and final question here. From Callan Block, is there a coach or athlete that you look up to as a role model, and why?
Yeah, other than my parents, I always looked up to Derek Jeter. I just felt like he played the game the right way. He was always grinding, working hard, and like I used the same quote earlier about it says starting shortstop or starting third baseman. Well, you got to work hard for that. You got to earn that. Nothing's guaranteed to you. And he's the one that kind of taught me that. And so, just playing the game and staying humble, this game will humble you if you don't keep yourself humble. So just enjoy each and every day, because this is the dream that I've always been wanting to live out. And now I'm doing it. And it's so exciting, man. Every day is just a blessing. So.
Well said. Well said. I think we have time for one more question, if I'm not mistaken. There it is, Marissa. Who are going to win the egg toss this year? All right, that's a Twins tradition. I know the staff takes a lot of pride in that. It takes place right underneath me here in the player parking lot. Who's going to win the egg toss, Royce?
Yeah, my partner farmer, he's gone, so I gotta find a new balanced guy, who can balance the eggs and make it work and do it fast. So we'll find a new partner, and hopefully we'll win this year.
Yeah, so let that be a message to the new players on the team that you might have an egg toss partner in Royce Lewis available when you get to the Twins clubhouse. Royce, I got one more for you. You're here in Fort Myers for the better part of 2 months. Some free time during spring training, right? Or are you a big golfer? What's the go-to recreational activity while you're down here usually?
Man, yeah, I love eating. I love golf, and pickleball is something that we love to do in the household. But it's spring, and like I said, I wanted to focus on baseball. So minimal golf. I might go one time while I'm out here. Pickleball will be very limited, maybe only once a week instead of like every day. But yeah, just trying to focus on baseball as much as possible. But those are some things I like to do. We like to go bowling, catch a movie here and there. Definitely check out the beach. I know that the beach is, after the hurricane, it was a little bit messed up, but right now it's looking good, and I want to go check that out and, just relax and enjoy the waves and, enjoy spring training while we're here for 2 months.
Absolutely. Well, Royce, thanks for making my first episode of Inside Twins a breeze, a blast. I appreciate it. And we'll see you down here and playing in games in a week and a half.
Yeah, let's go, John. Thank you, man. You did a great job. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. Royce Lewis joining us here on Inside Twins. That'll be a wrap on today's show. Big thank you to our team up in Minnesota producing the show today, and Mauricio Ortiz down in the clubhouse making sure Royce is ready to go, and we appreciate it. So Twins baseball coming your way. February 22nd will be the first spring training game. It'll be right here at Hammond Stadium against the Atlanta Braves. Twins.com for tickets if you want to come out, and we invite everybody down here to Fort Myers to enjoy a little bit of spring training as we get the season going. Well, that's a wrap. This is our penultimate episode of Inside Twins. We have one more coming for you next week, and then we'll have games going here from Fort Myers. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.